Welcome back, everyone, to Soda City Live. If you have a passion for animals, a passion for wildlife, there's an opportunity for you to get involved. Carolina Wildlife Center in Columbia is hosting a wildlife baby shower to collect some needed items for the animals that live there. Joining me today are two board members and volunteers with the Carolina Wildlife Center, Ann Yancey and Arnie Watke. And we're so glad you guys are both here. And Arnie, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is no elephant.
Well, Maze,
tell me about this one.
Maze isn't that big. She's one of our ambassadors, and we will have all our ambassadors out. So there'll be birds and turtles and bunnies, not bunnies, squirrels, possums. So that when they come, they'll meet all of our ambassadors.
Right.
But this is a very typical reptile story. People like to get reptiles for pets.
Oh, yes.
Then they get tired of them and they just want to get rid of them.
Right.
And nobody wants to take them. And we did take Maze in. She was in very poor shape when we got her.
She looks beautiful now.
Oh, she is.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
She can crawl over.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, love. So how old is she, do you think?
I don't know, but she's probably 5 to 8 years old. She's been with us since 2020.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When we find wildlife that's injured, I have become a huge fan, well, always was, of Carolina Wildlife Center, because I've taken so many animals. One of the most recent ones I've taken over there was a blue heron that lived on my pond, and I just so enjoyed it. And one day,
they're beautiful.
Yeah, and got hit by a car. And so took it in, and sadly that one didn't make it. And I've taken squirrels and I've taken birds, because as much as I have a heart for animals and can take care of so many, wildlife is a different story, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes. And you need
these are not pets.
Professional care, people who are trained like you. What's your encouragement to people when they find an animal that's been hurt?
If you find an animal that's been hurt, we have a hotline that operates 24/7. Somebody will call you back, even if they don't answer right away. Somebody will call you. There's also a lot of information on there about taking care of it. But I would say, if you found wildlife that is not injured, leave it alone. They're not going to bother you.
Right.
And after all, we move into where they live, and then we have problems because we say they're a nuisance. Well.
Right. Right. So, Arnie, when somebody does take an animal in, that you guys rely on contributions so heavily.
We are 100%.
And another way people can help is by giving you some of the supplies that you need. So when you go in and you take care of, what was this guy's name?
Maze.
Maze. When you take care of Maze or others, what are the things that you need?
Well, Maze is really easy because she just eats one mouse a week. But
yum.
You're easy, Maze. One mouse a week and you're done. So other animals, though, might need more.
Always, paper goods are important. So paper towels, non-lotion, Kleenex, toilet paper, all that stuff is always good.
Cheerios.
Absolutely.
Plain Cheerios.
We have a list on both our Facebook page, so they can find us on Facebook, or on our website, carolinawildlife.org.
Right.
They can go to either of those sites and see the full list of all the things we need.
In fact, let me show it. We've got a couple here. If we can pull up the full screens, these are some of the items. Well, now we're looking at a picture. Oh, what a sweetie. Do you happen to know what the story is on some of these? What caused their injury? What happened to them? It could be anything, though, right?
It could be. Most of the birds we get in are interrupted nests. People are cutting trees down, delimbing their trees in the springtime, and bird nests have come down. So that's a common bird one. We get a lot of fledglings in, the babies who can't fly yet because I got a dog, I got a cat, I can't have this thing in my yard. So we get a lot of fledglings. We get over 2,000 birds a year. That's our biggest wildlife.
One of the birds I brought to you guys had an infection in the eyes, and I was trained by you guys, to clean the bird feeder completely, sterilize it with Clorox, but to get that bird in for care, which I did, and then and that bird, got to live a happy ever after. A squirrel that I took in, a baby squirrel, the mama had been hit, and so I needed someone to make sure they could take care of baby. But here are, now we can pull up those full screens. Here are some of the things that you guys need. Basic things.
Yep.
Some gloves, Dawn dish soap, those paper towels, sticky notes. And then, of course, nuts in the shell like the acorns, pecans, almonds, all things that you need. Eggs as well, fresh berries and grapes. Another list that you can buy for the Carolina Wildlife Center includes things there like ink pens, bleach, hand soap, and of course gift cards to Lowe's, Amazon, Walmart, Food Lion, so that you can go and get the supplies you need.
That really helps.
The actual baby shower, is it just kind of like a drive up and drop it off thing?
So what we're doing for the baby shower is we're at Saluda Shoals Park, which is right next to us. They're a great partner in this.
Yes.
And we're at their cattail shelter.
And we just put that up on the screen.
And
so go in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's free entry to the park. Just tell them you're coming to the baby shower. There's no charge.
You just looked at me or something. I don't know what that was. Yeah. I mean, I've been holding this snake, and now all of a sudden I go, whoo, because I wasn't expecting that.
So, okay, yes, I'm sorry. So say free entry.
Yep, it's
'Cause of
free
this,
entry.
yes.
Just tell them we'll have signs pointing you back to the cat shelter. Back there, we'll have a bunch of tables set up with all our ambassadors.
Yes.
Entry fee is a donation.
Okay.
Whatever you feel and want to give.
Okay.
We'll take the donation. $1 million checks are always welcomed.
Yes. No doubt. Oh, you guys do such amazing work, and I thank you so much.
It's worth every minute we spend on it.
Yeah, it really is,
so
isn't
rewarding.
it? It is, and it's always sad when an animal doesn't make it, but you know, some that I have taken in there, I knew that the animal was going to suffer, and this way the little one could be humanely put down
Exactly,
in a tender atmosphere with someone's hands around it.
Yeah.
And for that alone, it was worth, going. But I would encourage our viewers when they do. I'm sorry, I'm like, where
You
you
have a new
going?
friend.
When you do take an animal by, please don't just drop off the animal. If you can make a financial donation or drop off some of those items that you need.
That'd be greatly appreciated.
Yes. All right. Do you want to go back to your daddy? Can you say goodbye to all our viewers? Say goodbye, Maze. And say, don't forget the baby shower coming up on the 24th. Third. 4th? I had it up there on a second.
23rd.
See, I'm a little tied up right now. So
It's Saturday the 23rd. From
there it is.
10 to
Saturday
4.
the 25th. Did we both get that? Is that right? Is that right, guys? On the date? No, Friday's the
think
that
it's
is
the
right.
20
That is
That's
Friday.
right.
Yes, that
Okay.
is correct. That
Looks
is
like
correct.
we would know that.
You would think.
Hey, at least you know how to save these little critters. So, okay, we're going to go to a commercial break. More Soda City Live right after this. Say goodbye.